Hi there, and welcome to Introduction to Disability Studies. My name is Ashley Cartel-Johnson. I prefer to go by Ashley. I have taught Intro to Disability Studies since 2009. It is my favorite class to teach. I love teaching this class at Miami, and I'm really looking forward to our term together. Please let me know how I can support you in any way. I want to be as accessible as possible, make the course as accessible and enjoyable as possible. So please reach out with any ways that I can support you. So you can get in touch with me via email. If you have an emergency, I have my cell phone listed here. That's just for emergencies. I am happy to meet you. I love teaching online, but I really miss the in-person interaction with students. So I'd be really happy to meet you if you're free to stop by office hours. Those are on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. Thursdays are virtual. If you're not able to come and meet with me, please consider sending me a message to coordinate a time to connect. All right. Our text for this term is Disability Visibility by Alice Wong. This is a collection of first-person narratives from the disability community. We'll read several of these stories and connect them to different themes throughout the semester. I think you'll really enjoy this text. I'm not going to read the course description and the student learning objectives. I'd like for you to read those on your own. But generally, so disability studies, we're going to look at disability from a social lens or a social construction. And so we're going to challenge how we've historically looked at disability through more of an individual or a medical lens, where we've sort of pathologized disability, focusing on treating, fixing, curing. And we're going to look at the experience of disability. We're going to really look at the ways that society has constructed disability. This is going to be very much of a class led by the disability community. So it's my job as your instructor to bring as many disabled voices into all of the different media and readings that we're going to explore this term. We're going to really focus on moving beyond disability rights and focusing on the disability justice movement. I think you'll really enjoy the content this semester. All right, so I'd like for you to read the student learning objectives. The one that I want to highlight is one of our big course assignments. It's develop and implement an action plan to bring the knowledge that you've gained in this course to your broader community in an effort to move towards more just and accessible practices in solidarity or in partnership with the disability community here on campus and beyond. I will explain that in a bit more detail here. So my grading philosophy, it may be different than other professors that you've had here at Miami. My focus is really grounded in your learning and your experience, not so much that the points that you learn for every assignment. And so my hope for you is to navigate through this course, being really intentional with your time, really focusing on what you're learning, not so much how many points you're earning on a test or quiz. So I've worked hard to incorporate as many elements of universal design and accessible practice into this class. I'd like for you to think of this class as an opportunity to learn and grow in this field, not to become an expert at this field where you have one snapshot assignment and you either have mastered it or you haven't. If you need to resubmit anything, that's absolutely fine. I'll give you feedback and you can resubmit. So rather than earning points for everything or a letter grade for each assignment, I'm going to give you a grade of either complete or incomplete. If you earn a complete, then you've earned full credit for that class, for that assignment. If you have an incomplete, I will give you good constructive feedback and I'd like for you to resubmit that work. All right, if you want to talk through that, let me know. I know it's a little bit different, but I really want you to let go of sort of the stress that comes with points for every assignment and just really focus on what you're learning and how you're reflecting on all of the content this semester. So we have 4 types of assignments. The first is weekly content module reflective assignments. The second is application assignments, where you'll do a little bit more of a deep dive into the content. You'll have a book reflection project on disability visibility. And then, as I mentioned in that student learning objective, at the end of the semester, you'll have this culminating action project. Now, because you'll be kind of getting completes and incompletes, think of this class grading as a checklist as you navigate through. And I have opportunities for you to earn an A, B, C for this class, or for you to go credit, no credit. And so to earn an A, you need to complete all of these assignments listed here and earn a score of complete with those. And then everything sort of changes from there. So if you go into this class and you just plan to earn a B for this class, then you don't need to do the big action project. If you go into this class and you want to earn a C for the class, then you don't need to do the action project or the application assignments. To earn an A, you need to do every assignment and earn it complete. I also have the requirement, if you are a student taking this class for credit, no credit. To earn credit, you need to do the 11 weekly module reflections. There are assignment descriptions in Canvas as well as here on the syllabus. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I do want to focus on your weekly module learning notes. And so this is sort of the bulk of the work that you're going to do for this class. So I want for you each week to go through our weekly module and really take your time learning the material. I'm not able to provide in-class lectures for you. I'll have overview videos to share the content, but I'm giving you a lot of readings, documentaries, podcasts, visuals, a lot of different media for you to learn the content on your own. And so I want for you to be very intentional about the time that you take to learn all of the content. And so as you're going through each weekly module, I'd like for you to take notes. And this can be in whatever way works best for you. You can submit to me Google Doc notes, or if you like to do Google slide presentations, if you are someone that likes to write your notes, you can take pictures of your notes. Whatever works best for you works for me. You can do different things from week to week. So every week you'll submit an overview of what you learned, and then you're going to submit an overview of how you've reflected. So what are you really, how are you really sitting with the content and applying the content in some way? Based on student feedback, I have 2 different opportunities for you to reflect on your work. You can do that individually, and you can submit an individual reflection where you just tell me, here's what I've learned this week. Students like to use a 3-2-1 format for that. Here are 3 things that I've learned. Here are 2 questions that I still have, and here's an application to my future career. Or if you want to have some more interaction and dialogue with your peers, then you can do a weekly reflection on our discussion board. You do not have to do both. You can choose one or the other. All right, you will find more information on Canvas about our application assignments and the book reflection project. Your action project is sort of the culminating but really exciting piece of this class, where you have an opportunity to do something. So to take the content that you've learned and to apply it in some meaningful way. Now, these action projects look wildly different every semester and for every student. And so this is universally designed. It's really something, that you want to do, that you're personally interested in. I know it's hard to do group work in an online class, and so you can do this individually, or you can do it with some of your peers in the class or in other sections of 272. A lot of students will do watch parties, and so we're going to watch a lot of really great documentaries this semester. If there's one that particularly resonates with you, you could host a watch party with a group of friends or family or a student org that you're interested in, watch it, and then have a big discussion afterwards. We've had students have book discussions with other friends or peers. All kinds of different things that you can do. We have a lot of disability-centered organizations on campus. One is the Students with Disabilities Advisory Council. You can connect with them and see if there's some type of action-oriented supports that you can provide that group. We will talk more about this in the coming weeks, and we'll have opportunities for you to share your ideas with me for some feedback. If you are taking this class for honors credit, then you'll have an additional honors assignment, and I will share that with you as we get closer. It's posted to Canvas, but I'll share some more details. If you are not taking this class for honors credit, you do not have to worry about anything that's marked as honors in this class. All right, in the syllabus, you'll find a breakdown from week to week of what we're going to cover as well. Let me jump over to modules just to share with you quickly sort of the structure of the class. And so all 15 weeks are published and ready. You can work at your own pace. If you're someone that likes to work ahead when you have breaks or fall break, or if you have a lighter homework week, you work however it's going to work best for you. Everything is here and ready to go. I will share updated sort of weekly overviews via email every week. So that's the only thing that you won't have access to if you are working ahead. All right, so every week you will find a weekly module overview. I know that it is really easy to go through your campus calendar, But what is really important is that you go to each module overview, and that's your starting point for the week. So your calendar will have the due dates of what specific assignments, but you're going to miss all of the details if you don't go through the weekly module overviews. So each week you'll see a module overview that has a video, so sharing what to expect for the week, and I'll have sort of a little teaching presentation of the content. And then you'll have your learning objectives, and then I'll have a checklist. And so a checklist of all of the content that you need to review in order that I have it laid out here on each overview page. It'll be a mix of readings, of podcasts, of documentaries, of YouTube videos, of chapters in your disability visibility textbook. I want to vary it so that you don't have too many readings a week, or so that just to keep things sort of mixed up and interesting. But it's important to look ahead. So I work hard to make sure that each week is balanced, but you do have a couple weeks, particularly when we're learning about history, that it's a little bit more documentary heavy. So I encourage students at the beginning of the week to look at your content list, and just to make sure that you're able to manage your time and get everything in before the end of the week. Assignments will always be due on Sundays. If you need have any, any major life things that come up or conflicts, just let me know. I'm happy to support you and be flexible. And then at the end of every weekly module overview, you'll see your checklist for your assignments. And so the first week will look just a little bit different. I want you to introduce yourself to peers and make sure that you've reviewed the syllabus. But each week you'll see your learning notes and your individual or shared reflection weekly module check-ins. And then you'll also see here your application assignments, your book reflection project, or your action project. And then in the modules, so they're listed in the overview, as well as they're listed in your weekly activities as well for your assignments. So I have the theme for each week sort of laid out. So I encourage you in the early weeks to just look ahead so that you see what's coming in the class. But the biggest thing for navigating these modules is being sure that you're going each week into the overview to get an overall sort of idea and handle of the week. That's where you'll find my check-in videos. All right. I just threw a lot of information at you, so please let me know if you have any questions, if I can support you in any way. Again, I'm really looking forward to this term. I love this class, and I think you'll really enjoy the content, and I hope you have a great experience this semester. All right. Have a great first week of classes, and let me know if I can help in any way. Take care.